Hi guys, old Kylie here. Welcome to Beer Time. Today, we're going watermelon. So I've got a couple of wonderful beers that I'm drinking today. I've had them before. I'm huge fans of it. It's summer, it's hot. You're looking for something refreshing, but there's a whole bunch of folks out there that don't really like very sweet beers or fruit type beers. I think these two beers are unique for a couple of different reasons, and I'm going to share them with you today. And I'm drinking two, dos cervezas, okay? Look, I know the fruit stuff is polarizing, but I think done right, it can be really refreshing, really great. It's hot out. Let's see what we've got today. In one corner, right here, I've got a 21st Amendment Brewery product called Hell or High Watermelon. The packaging's super cool on it. I'll put a photograph up, but it basically it's got a Lady Liberty sitting on the Golden Gate Bridge, picking huge watermelons off of a barge. The artwork looks, how can I explain this? If you've ever seen the Eon Flux cartoons, the line work in that, it's kind of like that, done by Thomas Hart Benton. That's weird, right? It's awesome, but it's clean cut, nice stuff. We've got this beer here. And on the other side, I've got something by Ballast Point, their Watermelon Dorado. Now, this is a big beer. This is a double India Pale Ale with natural flavors, right? Always something to watch out for. In this case, I'm going to try to prove you wrong, but it's a big beer coming in at 10%. I've got 4.9%. I've got 10%. Two completely different drinking animals. And the effect's different in it, too. So let's open up this lighter-bodied Hell or High Watermelon. You can see that I'm putting this in my wheat glass. I'm going to leave a little bit in here because I'm also going to try it just out of the can too. Because I think a low gravity beer, the way that I'm talking about it here, I think you should be able to drink this out of a can. And we'll just kind of talk about that a little bit. On the nose, what do we get? You know what? Mostly on the nose here, you're getting a wheat beer, those cereal grains and those yeast elements that you might expect from that. Again, think, Rice Krispies and Kick cereal, that kind of thing. But there's a little bit of a fruit note deep in the back when you really just pull this thing in your nose. It's like, think of like watered down watermelon, right? And in this, I think it's going to make people that aren't really hot on fruit beers kind of like it. Watermelon equals summer. And in that, I think that's what we're looking for, right? We're looking for something refreshing. First of all, this is super easy to drink. And the wheat is on the front end of it. But what you get here is two distinct watermelon flavors. One is this almost watery watermelon kind of thing going on, which I like. And the other is just this little bit of bitterness. That little bit of bitterness in there that comes from the hops, no doubt, comes off a little bit like the rind of the watermelon. I'll talk about that more with this guy a little bit later. But here's the thing. This thing is super quaffable. It's not overtly sweet. It's really great. If you guys are barbecuing and you've got coleslaw and potato salad and pork on a grill, let me tell you, this is a fantastic beer this summer with it. It's easy to drink. It's just great. I just love it. And what about drinking it out of a can? Well, let's try it out. See how it tastes. See how it day drinks. It tastes more conventional out of the can because, again, as I'm talking about with this kind of large bowl glass here, what you're getting is something that really hits the nose, and you work at it to hit the nose. I think the watermelon in here is a little bit of a secret ingredient. It's kind of an add-on. It's not in your face, and I like that. And again, I think this is a great bridge beer for people that like a traditional wheat, or they're drinking pilsners and lagers and things like that in the summertime. Hey, this is a great go-to beer for that. This is a good substitute. And it's no substitute. It's the real thing, in my opinion. It's great. I like it better in here because, again, you're getting a little bit of that watermelon. And I'll go so far as to say this is a really refined beer, right? It's got some refined elements in it. Is it day drinkable? Man, you and your pops are getting the grill going in the morning, the smoker or whatever, pop a couple of these open after you've had some, B&G or some bacon and eggs or cereal or whatever. This is fantastic. I really like this. It's easy drinking. This is a good morning beer. That's great. Smooth and easy drinking. Excuse me. Fantastic. So, in the other corner, I've got a different dude here. Again, this is a Watermelon Dorado. It's a double IPA. It's got the natural flavors in it, but it's a bigger animal. And in that, I like it for other things as well. I'm not sure about it for morning drinking, but we're going to give it a go after we've had this one. I'm just going to put the whole thing in here because that's what we do. We day drink here, right? Okay. Artwork's great on this. If you've ever been to like a Bass Pro Shop or something like that has that sport fishing kind of world, or that artwork associated with it, that's what's on the bottle. That's what's on almost all of Ballast Point's bottles. The graphic design is super straightforward, bordering on boring, but the artwork is not, and the coloration classes it up. It's pretty cool. 10% beer here. So on the other end of the spectrum, what you get on the nose here, for those people that don't like fruit beers, you don't need to be thinking about that with this beer, because on the nose, it's going to scare you a little bit. It smells like watermelon Jolly Ranchers, the original watermelon flavor, right? It's more watermelon than watermelon. And it smells great, right? It's fake, but it's also delicious. Now this beer is a big beer. It is deceptively loaded with hops, lots of hops, as you would expect from a double IPA. There's also that sweet component as it being a higher gravity beer, but there's also in this one a couple of different and really interesting watermelon flavors in here. You get a distinct nose and mouthfeel. Mouthfeel isn't the right word. Maybe the first taste is that sweet watermelon flavor, bordering on awesome fake flavor. But then the heavy-duty hops in here has that bittering agent that really connects with some other watermelon notes in here and creates a multi-layered drinking experience. It's got a big sweet core, lots of hops. I think this is a great foodie beer. Hot Asian food is going to go with this. Hot Asian food. That's awesome. It's fantastic. I really like it, but it's a completely different animal than this. I'm probably not day drinking this with pops, but I might be day drinking it afternoon. It's a great beer. Again, I've drinking a lot of double IPs where I'm looking for that double IPA flavor, but this is just a great beer. The sweetness of a double IPA goes with this watermelon, and the watermelon goes with the hops in here. It's like the triangle of death, but in the awesome way. The awesome death. You know, like a fighting in the octagon style. It's awesome. I really like it. Look, guys, there's a big beer world out there, and there's lots of neat stuff. And to be honest with you, maybe you just drink one of these and you move on, because there's 1,000 breweries in this country right now. Thousands. But I think that being stuck in our ideas what we like and don't like is not very useful. I just don't think it's terribly useful. It doesn't prove anything. It doesn't make anything. And not being open to new experiences and new tastes, I think, leads to a pretty boring life. And I'm into an exciting life. And an exciting beer time life is trying some different stuff. And if I hadn't reached out to try these, I'd be missing a lot this summer, because I've bought a lot of this and a lot of this, and I think it's exciting. Anyway, if you guys want to get out, try something new. This 21st Amendment Hell or High Watermelon, I think is a great summer guy. And this is such high gravity, this Ballast Point Watermelon Dorado, I just keep it around. I mean, I think it will, I don't know about aging with the fruit flavors in it, but I'm not going to feel bad keeping some of this later. Even as the weather gets colder, that high gravity is warming. But these two watermelon beers are winners. And you know, you guys are winners. I love that. You should get out, try to track these down, try some other watermelon offerings. I was going to say, I know that New Belgium has got a watermelon beer out. It's got lime in it. It's great. I'm going to try to get it, and I'll put it on the next post. We'll see. But I've had it. It's good. I just didn't have it in my refrigerator. I'm sorry about that. Sorry, New Belgium. But these guys rock. You guys rock. Get out, do some day drinking, and you guys have a great day. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.